Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, I don't blame you. You can see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing one intense 41.9mm platinum watch. Launched in 2013 as a limited edition of 15 pieces, this is the Lange Sohne Lange Perpetual Calendar Tourbillon Handwerkskunst. That's right, Perpetual Calendar Tourbillon Handwerkskunst. A timepiece that is literally handmade in every minute detail. It includes hand painting, hand engraving, tremblage, and of course the traditional watchmaking craft for which Lange Sohne is known. On my wrist, 16 centimeters in circumference, the watch is a wearable size. 41.9 is anything but oversized by modern standards. It's a nice 12.7 millimeters thick, which is a bit of a miracle considering what lies within this case, 624 parts. And lug to lug, it measures a very reasonable 49.9 millimeters, so I can recommend this for a wrist as small as 14 centimeters in circumference. The spacing between the lugs is a well-chosen and modern 21 millimeters, so the watch has a proportional stance and footing on the wrist. Now jumping into the strap, it's a handsome piece, though it's not quite as shocking as the watch itself. The timepiece matched with a alligator leather, medium rectangular scale, semi-gloss, folded edge, monotone stitch strap, calfskin on the underside, and you can see that on both sides. It's an Lange Sohne factory strap, a new strap, and a full platinum deployment clasp. This is not standard issue on a Lange watch. It's not even standard issue on the premium Lange watches. You can see there is a tremendous amount of platinum here, and this clasp by itself weighs more than some ultra-thin watches in steel that I've encountered. So a very comfortable piece. It also features a wonderful internal polish, finish, branding, and a curvature on its underside to trace the arc of the underside of your wrist. Now moving back to the case, you can see that this watch does feature some marks from its previous owner. I want to be clear that this watch has not been refinished. This is all virgin platinum as it originally left Saxony. We've done nothing to adulterate, remove metal, or attempt to reconstitute the original finish. So you're getting the watch as it left Glashütte plus the evidence of the previous owner's love. So that having been made clear, let me focus on the highlight of this watch. You can see the case band with a combination of polish and satin as well as stepped out lugs. This is all standard Lange fare. Handsome and distinctive, yes, but also fairly generic to the brand. Everything that is truly unique on this watch starts on the dial side, where you can see that the dial itself is a solid block of 18 karat white gold, and you can see that it has been freehand engraved with a combination of floral motif and banknote scrolling, a solid gold moonphase disc, and check this out, a tourbillon watch with a hacking seconds system. You won't see that too often. The date itself is the signature Panorama Datum with one twist. Yes, you can see that it is in blue as opposed to the usual black, but if you look very closely, you'll find that each individual Arabic numeral has been hand painted onto the two discs. So even at that level, we are talking Handwerkskunst, or basically handmade art in German. That said, the execution speaks any language. You can see that it is a perpetual calendar. It has the date, it has the day, it has a radial month display as well as a leap year phase. All of the hands as well as the hour indices and the stylized Roman numerals are of white gold, and you can see that's true for all of the indications, all of the hands on the dial. You can see that there is an AM/PM indication, so you have a danger zone indication, so you know when not to attempt to set the perpetual calendar using the pusher adjusters on the flanks. The movement itself is beyond description, but I'm going to try. You can see that the movement is Lange caliber L0821, so 75 synthetic rubies. You also, we're going to get as close as we can here, will find that there is a single real, not synthetic, diamond, a faceted and cut, brilliant cut diamond on the underside of the tourbillon bridge, and you can see the tourbillon moving in its 1 second circuit. It beats away at 21,600 vibrations per hour. Needless to say, this watch has been regulated chronometer standard and beyond. You'll note that there is a winding mass that features both hallmarked gold, which you can see is hand engraved. That entire gold rotor is first skeletonized and then hand engraved. With blued screws, it is then matched to a platinum mass. So it is a solid gold hand engraved rotor attached to a platinum mass. The rotor cover at center black polished. You'll find both black polished screws and blued screws, fired blued screws. You can see that there are two half bridges, both of them freehand engraved over the balance. The balance with an overcoil hairspring to help it take a chronometer grade regulation in every position, and you can see that there are jewels set in chaton. Golden chaton fixed by blued screws, exactly as you would have found in a vintage Lange Sohne pocket watch from the heyday of Saxon watchmaking in the 19th to mid-20th century. Of course, you can see mirrored anglage on the edge of every bridge, and the bridges joined together to form a sort of composite three-quarter bridge to reference the vintage pocket watches. There is robust engine turning across the outer facing of the base plate, and you'll appreciate that engine turning because it's larger on the outer facing than it is on the inner race. So there are two different sizes of concentric engine turning, and you'll appreciate just about every square millimeter of this automatic caliber, beautifully executed. It's a treat against the ear where it's downright chatty, and one might even say loud. Incredibly, given the perpetual calendar and the tourbillon, the timepiece has a power reserve, manually wound, of 50 hours. 624 parts, almost all of them hand finished and hand decorated. This is the 15-piece 2013 Lange Sohne Lange 1 Tourbillon Perpetual calendar. This is the third of the Handwerkskunst series. See it and live the dream on the Watchbox.